Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we're going to be checking out the early reactions to the brand new Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans team up Christmas movie. I mean, I have no idea how well this movie is going to be received. I mean, it looks kind of fun if you're a person who loves Christmas that time of year. If you've got young kids and maybe a family that like this kind of thing, then I think there's probably a lot of enjoyment that you're going to get from that. But for me, I have to say my excitement from what I've seen in the trailers and the marketing, I'm somewhere in the middle. I don't think this looks like the best thing I've ever seen. It doesn't look like the worst thing I've ever seen. It's probably something I will go and see, but I'm cautiously optimistic about how this is going to perform. When it comes to box office, I literally have no idea how this is going to perform, but I hope that I go and watch this and I'm pleasantly surprised. But yeah, at the moment, I'm kind of somewhere in the middle with my excitement. Not mega excited, but I'm not kind of like dismissing it out of hand. But I'll be interested to go and see it and see how this movie ultimately pans out. But let's jump in. Let's check out some of the details and then we'll get to those early reactions as well. So, Amazon MGM is plotting its own tentpole franchise with one of its biggest ever theatrical films, Red One, due to hit theaters on November 15th, just in time for Christmas. With an estimated $250 million price tag. Why do studios keep doing this? Spending over $200 million on this type of film is beyond crazy. How do they ever expect to make a profit from this movie? Look, don't get me wrong guys, I'm not saying that this movie couldn't be a smash hit. It could possibly be, and it could go on to generate, a lot of profit. It could. I'm not saying that it couldn't. But to spend $250 million on an unproven IP like this, where you don't know how much money it's going to generate, why do they make these kind of decisions? Because that price tag there is ridiculous. The studio will have to overcome bad buzz from behind the scenes for it to become the franchise it is no doubt hoping to be. You can watch the new trailer. Obviously, we're playing parts of the trailer as we're talking about it. In it, Dwayne Johnson plays the North Pole head of security, who has to team with an infamous bounty hunter Chris Evans to save Santa Claus, who's been kidnapped by evil forces hoping to end Christmas. I have to say, even though my excitement is kind of mid with this movie, from what I've seen in the kind of mythology they have in the trailer, where Chris Evans is a bounty hunter, Dwayne Johnson is the head of security at the North Pole, Santa Claus has been kidnapped. That kind of concept there does interest me and it does intrigue me. Obviously, we've seen the Krampus in the trailer as well. Seeing the Krampus pop up, it looks quite funny, that scene, and I'm interested to see where that goes. So there are parts, of the concept that do interest me quite a lot. So early reactions to the holiday action film have dropped online. Does it live up to the bad buzz? Junior Felix would post. So Junior Felix here, the first post. Let's go into these early reactions here, guys. So, guys, I had a blast with the Red One movie. It's funny, full of great action, and even better characters. In a time when we truly need some good cheer in this world, Red One brings it, and then some. Oh, and the world building is some of the best I've seen in a while. So, it's full of great action, it's got great characters, and it's got great world building. I've heard that the mythology in this movie is quite good, with everything to do with Christmas and how they the backstory of Santa Claus and the characters and how that all kind of functions and comes together in the movie. I've heard that that's quite good. So, moving on to the next one from Jonathan. Red One is one of the most ridiculous Christmas movies I've ever seen. Occasionally enjoyable, but Jake Kasdan directs this outrageous premise like a very serious action thriller. Only ever pausing to have Chris Evans' character scream, "What is happening?" every few minutes. Yeah, but obviously he's been plucked. He's a bounty hunter. He has no concept of Santa Claus. Obviously in the trailer, we see the fact that he doesn't know Santa Claus actually exists in real life. So he's plucked out of his universe and kind of plopped into this mythological kind of Santa, this kind of Santa Christmas universe. And every couple of minutes, I think any normal person would be yelling, "What is going on?" Because you're like a fish out of water. You're plucked into this kind of Christmas universe, and I think I would be shouting, "What is going on?" as well. So from Hunter, I'd love to say how bad I thought Red One was, but to be honest, some holiday cheer came over me, and it ended up as a fun romp through the North Pole. Very cute. Yeah, so I think this is going to be kind of where I end up with this movie. I'm going to go into it kind of thinking, oh, I'm not going to like this movie. It's probably going to be bad. But it's probably going to end up being quite fun. There's going to be fun parts to be had in this movie, regardless of what kind of movies you like. Christmas movies, you always take away something, whether it's a nice story, nice characters, the heartfelt moments. So I think there's going to be something in here for everyone, regardless of your kind of taste in, movie habits, to be honest. Okay, so from Kevin Phoenix, Red One is pure Christmas magic, fun, funny, and full of what makes it the most magical time of the year. Also unexpectedly amazing world building that begs further exploration, and surprisingly emotional performance by The Rock that genuinely had me shed a few tears. Wow, so it looks like The Rock is giving a heartfelt performance here. That's not something I expected to hear. But again, we've got this repeated that the world building is a good thing within this movie, and it begs for further exploration. So this is one thing that I keep hearing through the grapevine, but also in these early reactions. That's 2 people that have commented on the world building. So, colour me intrigued. I'm interested to see where they go with that. From Kristen, Red One is action-packed holiday showdown, but my favourite part had to be the mythology introduced. Again, the world building, talking about that. They level up the holiday magic we know and love, while adding a fresh perspective with mythological characters we don't often see represented. A blast for the whole family. So it looks like they're going to be focusing on kind of other kind of holiday mythical creatures like the Krampus and stuff like that isn't put into pop culture all that much around the Christmas period. So it'd be great to kind of shine the light on some of those lesser known characters when it comes to like Christmas mythology, and I think that's pretty cool. So moving on to Matt down here, putting Red One on the naughty list for 2024. Unfunny and visually repulsive. Wow, this guy really didn't like this movie. Even the action lacks excitement and entertainment. The only watchable scene features Christopher Hivju in full body prosthetics as Krampus, slapping the coal out of Dwayne Johnson. We're going to get like a WWE kind of showdown match here between the Krampus and Dwayne Johnson. I mean, that sounds fun. Whether this is a bad movie or not, I mean, seeing the Krampus face off against Dwayne Johnson, I think that's going to be fun regardless. But yeah, it says here, visually repulsive, unfunny, lacks excitement and entertainment. So Matt, he really, really did not like this movie. So, and that's kind of where we are. That's just the early reactions that we have there so far. It's a bit of a mixed bag. So, obviously, we end on Matt, who really, really didn't like this movie. But then other people are saying that, it's got action, it's got heartfelt moments. The world building is something that keeps cropping up that people are saying that they're enjoying. But we kind of finish, unfortunately, on this kind of downer with Matt saying that he didn't like it. So, Dwayne Johnson reunites with his Jumanji writer-director, Jake Kasdan, for this movie. The Jumanji movies were received well and became hits at the box office. Yeah, those Jumanji movies, you look up the box office, they made mega bucks, like mega money. That's why they've just announced another one. The fact that Red One is directed by Kasdan, whose Jumanji movies were a smash hit for Sony, points towards this potentially being a big success. However, Johnson's track record at the box office has been mixed as of late, with Black Adam seen as a disappointment, although his Red Notice still ranks as Netflix's most popular movie ever. So, yeah, we have a bit of a mixed bag here. Some people liking it, some people not liking it. The world building seems good. And yeah, overall, it's kind of a bit mixed. But that's how it kind of sums up how I feel about this movie at the moment. People seem to be a bit torn on it, a bit mixed. Someone saying it's visually repulsive. Other people are saying that it's heartfelt performances and it's action-packed and it's funny. And yeah, I really don't know what to make of it. I'm kind of left off at the end of this video where I was at the beginning, where I'm a bit mixed. I don't really know how to feel about it. It doesn't look really bad. It doesn't look really good. It's kind of just so-so. But I'm willing to go into it, leave my baggage at the door, so to speak, get rid of any preconceived notions about this movie and go in with an open mind and try to enjoy it for what it is, as a goofy, kind of fun Christmas movie. And that's kind of all I can do at the moment. But as soon as I see the movie, I'll let you guys know what I think about it once I've seen it. So guys, you hear these early reactions and some of these details about this new Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans team-up movie, Red One Christmas movie. What do you think about the early reactions? Does it make you more excited? Does it make you less excited? And what do you feel about this movie so far? Haven't seen the marketing and the trailers? Let me know all your thoughts, comments, and opinions on this movie down below, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.